Yo, yo, yo. Back again with Tainted Grail. Last time we finally made it to Connacht, a new realm. And we saw a weird bird dragon thing. And the enemies have scaled up a little bit, so that's good because I was feeling a little overpowered in the first zone by the end of it. Why don't we get into it? Okay, we're back. Hidden cave. I was thinking about Elden Ring yesterday, we'll say. And I was kind of thinking, like, I think the rogue light elements of it are actually a little lackluster. Like, the upgrades are really kind of boring. I was playing it a little bit, and some of them are cool, but they're only cool in the idea, but in, like, the practice of it, they're really weak. Like, there was one that makes you do Frenzy Flame when you walk slowly, but it does, like, no damage. Kind of a shame. He came again, my Bugane friend. Oh, he's so lovely, so big, so majestically lopsided. I don't understand why people scream whenever they see a Bugane. Can't they see how his eyes shine when he stares straight into your soul? Today I brought him a gift. Person. I didn't know him well, but he complained a lot and he wasn't very nice. So I thought, this Bugane, deserves better than fish. I toss him down on the stones by the sacred stream, where the boogie likes to sit, and waited. And guess what? He ate. And then he gave me a pat, I think. Maybe it was just a gentle nudge with his nose, but it's the thought that counts. I think we're friends now. He didn't eat me, and I think that says something. People say Buganes have no soul, that they're just teeth and meat howling. But I know better. They just haven't met someone like me. Time to show him his new house. I have a feeling this didn't end too well, did it? Today, Buggy brought me something. It looks like a leg. But maybe it's a gift. Maybe in Buganian culture, it could mean respect. Naturally, I accepted, thanked him, and gave him a nice hat in return. The hat used to belong to a merchant, but he doesn't need it anymore. He's very dead. We ate together. I had turnip soup and he had the merchant. It's beautiful. I got so emotional I forgot my name. I think he forgot his too. Alright, this guy's going crazy mode. Oh golly, bro. How many people did you feed him? Let me guess. So this is your buddy? But he's not wearing your hat, bro. What happened? The abandoned helmet. Physical damage by 20%. That would be cool and all, but it needs a lot of strength, which we do not have. Yeah, these guys are all just dead. Oh, and Maury's tag. The last entry. Last night I understood everything. I'm not a man. I never was. I am a bridge between them and us. And it's time to sacrifice that bridge. I had prepared myself bathed in mud, dressed in the remnants of those I offered, placed a crown of fangs on my head and declared myself the friend of Bugane, a saint, a king, a meal. Today I walked into Snorty's den without fear and he will receive me. He will eat me, and then we'll be together forever. These are my final words. But don't be afraid, I'm not vanishing. I'm becoming a Buganian dream. Yeah, that's kind of a little underwhelming. Ooh, titanium. Excellent. So what's the deal? Where does this lead? Maybe that wasn't the real Bugane. Maybe that was a fake Bugane. A fake buggy. Oh. This is weird. There's a elevator here. What's your deal, buddy? The hollow core. Ah, shit. Spirituality. We'll just sell it. Alright, alright. Ooh, what's that? You almost hid from me properly. Up we go. Ah, shit. I thought that was going to lead somewhere cool. The druids were blamed for spreading the weirdness and were eventually annihilated. Is it night? Is there not weirdness here? Maybe there isn't any weirdness out here. Yeah, I'm not sure. But our next objective is going to be going over to the Tightening the Screws quest. We kind of got sidetracked with this little side path here, but I'm kind of glad we did because we got a lot of titanium. Alright, just over here. Yeah. Imagine down there will lead to the cave, but what is this? Derelict Amphitheater. Amphitheater of the House of Tyrion. There's nothing that delights the crowd more than skillfully performed spectacle, whether musical or theatrical. This is well known by spectators at the tournaments of Warriors' Fair and the subjects of House of Tyrion, which has proudly overseen the region of Connacht for many years. Okay. Ooh, Nivira the Chillheart. You a necromancer? Ouch. Ouch. Ooh, you hit pretty hard. Whoa. What is that? Dude, that was not part of the gig. Was that part of the weirdness? Hello? Nah. What the hell was that? Hold up. Let's wait a couple seconds here, because that guy was not supposed to be there. Let's see. Yeah, I think that guy might have been a part of the weirdness, right? Damn, that moon is bright, bro. What the hell? Yeah, look. Oh, shit, bro. We can barely even hurt him. He's immune. Ooh. I don't know, bro. I don't think we're gonna be able to fight him. Yeah, we can't fight him. We can't fight him. Ah, that's a shame. So it seems like we're not gonna be able to travel by night then. If that guy comes out, like, what are we gonna do? We're not gonna do anything, bro. That guy's gonna cuck us every time. So here's what I think we have to do. We have to rest by an empowered fire, right? Yeah, yeah. There's no fighting that guy. He's immune to damage. But we can fight you. Alright, the magic's gotta stop. Ooh. Ooh, shit. That was a doubler. Oh, dude, the magic's like kind of hard to... There it is. You. Shit. Let me just get some healing. I don't know what I'm doing without it. Alright. Okay.
We'll make short work of you.
There we go. Oh. Damn, bro. You trying to snipe me with the... Alright. What's this? Burning Ember. It's a spell. Nevera the Chillheart's head. Marksman's treasure, the Frostblade. Ooh. What's this? Ah, spirituality, really? Yeah, that's a sham. Damn, bro, that armor set looks cool. And it weighs like nothing. But alas, it's not for us. Ranged critical chance. That would be cool, but we're primarily a dagger build, not a bow build. Oh yeah, what was the sword? Whoa. 10 strength. Ah. A sword made of ice that deals a portion of its damage as cold. It deals 110 damage if paired with the Inferno Blade. Yo, that thing looks sick, bro. What? But it takes spirituality, so it's a no-no. Yeah, that's a no-no. We could sell it, though. I'm sure we can make a good amount of money. Something tells me that's not who we were trying to kill, though. I will fight for our brotherhood, Oars the mighty. Is there anything around here? Probably not, right? Oh, that's actually pretty good. Fairy Mush gives you 180% health. What's this? Ambergris Rag. Oh, is that an upgrade? No, it's actually a downgrade. Somehow we got a +2 one earlier. Funny that, right? Ooh. In defense of blood magic. Ooh, a new recipe. Life transfusion. Great health potion. Oh my. We need to get more sage, bro. We can craft a bunch of those. Yeah. Sage is our biggest weakness right now. Otherwise, we'd be able to craft a shit ton of health potions. Alright, so the mission should be over here. Camelot Deserter. It's not worth it taking. There's a druid shrine over there, but I don't know if we can cross easily. Yeah, it's kind of hard to cross here, right? We need to get our sneak up, by the way. We need to be invisible to the naked eye, pretty much. I don't know if we can get back up if we go down. Actually, maybe we can. Yeah, I want to get the shrine. Ah, we need sage, bro. Sage. Mana regen. Oh, stamina regen. That's actually good. Yeah, we should be able to get back up, right? Right. Yes. No. Come on. There we go. Ooh, it's a little hamlet with a menhir in the middle. Okay. This should be the cave. Old shelter. Oh. I found the cave the worker mentioned. That's one of those bigger corpse eaters. Okay. Desperate archer. Sorry, cat's going wild mode.
Show me what you're made of.
I've been detected and the cat's digging his claws. Ooh, dryad. Oh shit, you're actually pretty tanky. Oh golly, this is bad. Ouch. Golly, bro. This cat is like super distracting me right now. Ooh, okay, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die. Golly. That thing was tough. It's really hard to dodge magic. So many different ways to go. Where does this lead? Ah. There's a back action.
You disturb. Stay sharp. You'll be fertilizing the soil.
Ooh. That's what I'm talking about right there. Are you out of your mind? You knew very well what was supposed to be a clean job. That was the deal. I can understand needing to rough someone up, but that Camelot guy, you almost killed him. The man can't even recognize his own brother. Why the hell did you do that? This is madness. For now, you are to lay low. When I get my hands on the one responsible for this, I'll smash his head against my anvil. Oh, and next time focus more on sabotaging the equipment instead of beating people up. The damage you did last time is nothing. They'll fix it in no time. Interesting. So it's definitely gonna be a blacksmith of some sort.
Don't let your guard down.
More dudes. Yeah, we need to get our sneak up, bro. It's not going up for some reason.
Don't let your guard down.
That should be everybody. I really like this. There's like this Roman like vibe to it, kind of just like classic like England like background history. Really cool. Really dig that vibe. There's another way to go, wasn't there? Ooh, a chest. Did I grab that? I did. Rock. Ooh. What is this? Not a bad find. We found like a secret wall. We'll have to keep an eye out for shit like that in the future. I didn't know there were secret walls in this game. I'm not going to play it like Lunacid though. If I played it like Lunacid, the game's length would go from like 50 hours to 100.
Such a cheap. I'll strike you down. No, you'll regret this. My arm has never failed me. What's left for someone like me? Hello. Certainly.
Why does everything always feel like
Yeah, I think we hold off on finishing that quest until we can find the blacksmith, so that way, we can figure out why he even wants to do it in the first, sabotage it in the first place, right? Forging ties, forlorn swords. Damn, it looks like this is going to be a pretty big town. Oh man, there's a lot to do in this area. But I'm sure if we're thorough and we do most of the quests, it'll guide us to each of the most important places, just like the first area. Oh, what's this?
Don't even say that. Someone comes, lights them in here, and then dies on all watch? People would be at my door with pitchforks.
He's waking up. Welcome back to the land of the living, our hero.
Help him up, Ansem. Welcome to my home. Quite a scene unfolded at the Menhir, with you at the heart of it. I can't decide if I'm more delighted or surprised. What was it that made the Menhir react to you? I see. You have a habit of not taking things seriously, don't you? But this is no trivial matter, so I demand respect. Come now, you must have a theory. The local Menhir here have been rather lifeless for quite some time. Then you come along, breathe life into what was dead, and, whether you meant to or not, alter the course of our history. That's how I see it anyway. Tell me, do you know what this Menhir represents? So they say. The Menhirs were raised by Merlin to ward off the ancient mists that burst monsters beyond human comprehension. But none of this matters in our current situation. Here, the Menhir represents something more. For some, it's a symbol of freedom and independence. Strength, if you will. It shows that the people of Quanacht, my subjects, can face any challenge, even at the world's end. And for others, like our guest from Camelot, whom I'm sure you've seen, it's a symbol of power. Power once granted by King Arthur, and therefore by Camelot. And power that has been granted can be taken away.
If Camelot takes the men here, your people will be lost.
I'm well aware. And now we're also facing an outbreak of the Red Death, which will no doubt influence Camelot's decision on whether to offer my people shelter. But with the men here reignited, the people of Connacht will be even less willing to give up and go to Camelot. If anything, I expect rebellion to break out, and bloodshed is something neither we nor the capital want.
What do you want from me?
I want you to speak with Dinno and try to calm him down. He's the commander of Camelot's forces stationed in Connacht, and as you probably imagine, your presence here didn't exactly make his job easier. With the men here active again, everything could change.
I'm searching for Palamedes' shield.
Palamedes' shield, you say? An unusual request. That shield rests beneath the men here. And legend has it that it used to fuel its power for centuries. I don't mind if you look at it, touch it, whatever you need. Just don't take it. It's a treasured relic, and the people of Connacht are quite attached to it. And you're probably just as attached to your head, which you'll lose if we catch you trying to steal the shield.
Hold up, I gotta feed my cat real quick. One sec. Alright. We're good. He was going crazy mode. Alright. You're probably attached to your head, which you'll lose if we catch you trying to steal the shield. What would you prefer to happen?
I don't know, to be honest. It's not something I could admit publicly, but I feel both sides have a point. I understand the people who don't want to abandon their homeland, and I understand the knights who must face a long-lost terror and find a solution to an impossible problem. Believe me, being a lord in times like these is a heavy burden.
Camelot wants to take your men here. Why?
Officially, they say they want to gather all the men here scattered across Avalon, set them around Camelot, and bring people there to ensure their safety. That is, if they can figure out how to restore the power of the Menhirs.
And unofficially?
I don't think we know each other well enough to speak on unofficial terms. If you need anything, speak to Ansem. He's the one who decides what's worth my time.
Apocalypticist. Where the hell are we? A wine goblet. Okay, nothing too crazy. Why is that door boarded up? What the hell?
I wasn't expecting company.
Alright, relax.
Stay quiet. Stay safe.
Where is this? And who are you? Oh, he's just a guard. Dude, the Roman artwork is really nice touch. It really places this game, this world in a very particular time and place. Very cool. Really dig that.
Just passing through? Good.
Let's see. Dude, this place is pretty big. Oh my gosh. Who are you? Make sure I don't steal shit. Is that what you're here for? Is there anything even worth stealing? Okay. Whoa. What is that? That looks incredibly dreary. Maybe we need to find items that will go here because there's a couple of missing pedestals. That could be part of a quest for all we know. That door looks rather impressive.
The less attention, the better.
It's down here. Gah! Ah, kitchen.
You startled me.
You startled me.
Ah, a new face. I am Anselm, Major Domo to Lord Yvain. Any business to be done in Connacht usually passes through my hands first.
What kind of business?
From managing the court's affairs to ensuring Connacht doesn't collapse under its own weight, it's my duty to keep things running smoothly. Not an easy task, given the times. And you? What brings you here? Wandering so close to the heart of Connacht's business. You don't strike me as the idle type.
You have nothing to say. Alright, that seems to be everything. Let's go back outside. Ah, okay. I see now. That's the castle we saw in the distance. Dude, this looks really nice, I gotta say. Ooh, what's that? That looks rather important. Is it the jail? No, we can't even open it. Looks like we can wrap around though, but I'm going to explore the town. Yeah, let's explore the town. The town probably has a lot of quest givers. Maybe even a place to sell some of the stuff we found. Ooh. Rita Silver Arrow, Kunok legend and silent protector of her people. May the memory of her deeds never fade. What is that? The Tarian family crypt. I don't think we should go in there just yet. Oh, I like the song.
Oi, you there, Sleeping Beauty. I saw them carrying you into Yvain's mansion. You feeling better now?
Yes, thank you.
Good. Would have been a shame if something happened to the one who lit up the menhir. No wonder they brought you straight here. Tell me, did you get to see our lord? Or just that snake of his, Anselm?
What do you really want?
Sorry, stranger. I meant no offense. Name's Morag. I'm the innkeeper around here, though, as you've probably seen, there's not much of an inn left to keep. Truth is, I was hoping that, with what happened at the menhir and all, you might have Lord Yvain's ear. Maybe you'd be kind enough to whisper a thing or two into it on my behalf.
What do you need from him?
Camelot shut down my inn. Said it was because of the Red Death, but the Red Priests have been here for ages, and they never had a problem with my place. And last I checked, Yvain's still our lord, not one of those Camelocians. What gives them the right to meddle in our business?
I'll talk with him for you.
Thank you, stranger. All I want is a straight answer. The least he could do is make Camelot pay me some kind of compensation. Damn bastards come in here acting like they own all of Connacht. I'll wait here for you.
Alright. Why don't we go over there real quick since we're closer to that than anything else. Hold up. Can we appreciate this? This is a really nice manor. The outside is admittedly more impressive than the inside. Yeah, you can see in the architecture just like all the Roman influences. It's really cool.
What is it?
There's a woman named Morag waiting outside and she needs to talk to you.
I know. I already asked Anselm to tell her to wait. But Morag's a stubborn one. Honestly, what does she expect me to do? I'm not about to argue the legate over one inn. Not when there are far more pressing matters at hand.
To her, this is a pressing matter.
I don't doubt that. But Connacht is in a precarious position. I wouldn't be surprised if Denholm shuts the inn down out of fear of rebellion. And I'm hardly in a position to challenge his decision. We all have to endure these inconveniences a little longer.
Inconveniences. This is her livelihood we're talking about.
Surely she's been given some sort of compensation, hasn't she?
She hasn't gotten any money, no.
Oh, that is unfortunate. I can see why she's upset. Very well. Tell her she'll be paid part of the damages from my coffers. And I'll speak with Denholm about her situation. When I have the time. I can't offer more than that. As long as this stalemate with Camelot holds, reopening the inn is out of the question. That's my final decision.
A fair one.
Less attention, the better.
The less attention, the better. A very fair decision, to say the least. I really have no idea what's going on with the political situation here. Apparently... What is this place called? I don't even know the name of the city. Shit. All I know is that the people who run this city are at odds with the Camelosians. I talked to Lord Yvain.
And
He'll cover part of the damages himself, and he'll ask Camelot to pay the
the
rest.
inn stays closed? Figures. So now instead of standing around here, I'll be stuck at home, hoping those thugs from Camelot will graciously pay what they owe me. I'd say it's better than nothing, but honestly, it's barely that. Eh? Should have known better than to count on that good-for-nothing lordling. Thank you, stranger. I'm glad at least someone here still cares about the common folk.
Alright, free XP. Look at that. We took 2 minutes and we got 1/4 of our XP bar filled. The Langford family house. Oh, you're sleeping. Don't you want to have a bit of a talk? Oh, I can just take this. It's not stealing. None of this is stealing. I guess he's fallen on hard times, huh? Although he's got a bunch of shit here. Why leave it all out for me to steal? Oh, what the hell is that? Actually, now that I think about it, I feel like I've seen this figure before. Materia Medica, Volume 7. I already read that one. That looks rather ominous. Oh god, not that. Damn, he's got his own stash, bro. I see you're a connoisseur of Liliana, are you? A connoisseur of Liliana, are you? I see you appreciate the finer delicacies within life. I mean, just look at this. There you go. Now that's a good one. That might be my favorite volume. Yes, yes, yes. I think we should wait until daytime. Yeah, let's wait until daytime. Are you up yet? The old whippersnapper. Sleeping all day, are you?
Just passing through. Welcome to my home, stranger. Whatever brings you here, know that the Langfords were always known for hospitality. Even in times like these. Sit down. Have a drink with me.
Thank you. I didn't expect that.
This is precisely what you should expect from the Langfords. This place has seen better days, sure. Used to be full of people. Now no one bothers. Not since things turned sour. But it's still mine. I was born here, and I'll die here. Let those damn Camelosians try and drag me out. That said, do you have anything we could drink?
Here.
Finally! Someone with proper manners. Everyone else around here just takes and takes. I've nearly forgotten what kindness feels like. But never mind all that. Come, sit, feel at home. What's the word out there? Still cheering and selling cabbages while the world rots beneath their feet?
You don't seem to like the Camelosians very much.
The Camelosians? Upstarts and pretenders, the lot of them. And now they strut about, issuing orders about the weirdness coming. Convenient excuse to drive me from my ancestral home, isn't it?
You don't believe in the weirdness?
Believe? I've heard tales of the so-called weirdness ever since I was a child. Always coming, never arriving. Just another ghost story they use to control the weak-minded. My grandfather told me how the Camelosians used the same trick 50 years ago to seize the eastern valleys. Danger coming, we must relocate for safety. And look who owns those fertile lands now. I wasn't born yesterday. This house has stood through worse than some mystical threat they can't even properly describe.
Boy who cried wolf, apparently. What happened to your family?
They happened to themselves. Misfortune, betrayal, weakness. By the time it all landed on me, the gold was gone and the doors were already closing. And somehow I'm the one everyone points at.
Don't you want to survive? Rebuild elsewhere?
Survive as what? A nobody scraping by, begging favors. Better to die remembered here than live forgotten out there.
Why don't you leave?
And go where? Wander the roads like some beggar? My family has lived in this town for centuries. I'd rather be crushed beneath the stones my forefathers placed here than abandon them.
So you live here all alone?
All alone? Not quite. There's one left. A servant. Stays up in that shed on the roof. She doesn't talk much, though. She's probably waiting for me to croak, so she can sell the place for scrap. But she'll be waiting a while. I've outlived better people.
What caused your family's downfall?
My uncle's betrayal is what started it all. He convinced my father to invest the family fortune in a new mining venture in the northern hills. He said the ore will make us wealthier than ever. Ha! The mine flooded, the workers died, and the council demanded reparations that bled us dry. Then the vultures descended. Merchants calling in debts. Neighbors turning their backs. My father died of grief. And I inherited nothing. Leaving already? Well, I suppose that's to be expected. Everyone leaves in the end. Go on then. Back to your important business. But tell others what you saw here. The last Langford, holding his ground, while the world crumbles.
Sure. I'll make sure it's known. Why don't we talk to the person on the roof in the shed? Maybe she can shed some more light on the situation. Alira. Alira?
Ah, a visitor. Let me guess. You've been chatting with the last great Langford downstairs? I could hear his booming voice from up here. Always the same stories, the same complaints.
You said you're waiting for him to die. Why do you stay here?
I've served the Langfords since I was a girl. My mother before me, too. When everyone else fled, someone had to remain. Not out of loyalty to him, mind you. Loyalty to what this house once stood for. So, I've heard he told you about the betrayal, the mine, his poor father dying of grief. You want to know what really happened?
Sure.
There was a mine. That much is true. But it wasn't his uncle's idea to dig. It was his. The last great Langford heir, barely 20 and already gambling away the family fortune in Camelot taverns. The mine was his desperate attempt to recover his losses. He ignored all the warnings, water pockets, old miners who refused to work there. He hired desperate folk who didn't know any better. When it collapsed, 27 miners died, and not a single coin was spent on their families until he was forced to pay up. He blames everyone for his family's downfall, except himself.
What about his father?
Sir Senric was a good man. He didn't die of grief. He died trying to make things right. Traveled to every family that lost someone, offering what compensation he could. Worked himself to exhaustion trying to salvage the family name. The night he died, our noble heir downstairs was passed out drunk in the gambling halls of Camelot. Didn't even attend his father's funeral.
Ooh. And the Camelosians he hates so much?
The Camelotians offered to help. Some lady wanted to pay half of his debts out of respect for his father. The young drunk threw a wine bottle at her and called her a vulture.
He said all the servants drank his cellar dry and vanished.
There were 12 of us left when things got bad. Loyal folk who stayed even when the pay stopped. For months, we used our own savings to keep food on the table. His table, mind you. Then winter came, and the food stores were empty. The old groundskeeper froze to death in his cottage because the Lord needed the firewood for himself. The others left one by one. Only I remained, foolish old woman that I am.
Why do you really stay?
Not for him, for the promises I made to his father. Watch over my son, Lord Senric asked me as he lay dying. He is lost, but perhaps one day he'll find his way. 30 years I've waited for that day. But now, with the weirdness coming, even promises must sometimes be broken.
He doesn't believe the weirdness is real.
He knows it's real. That's the most pitiful part of his charade. Sometimes at night, I hear him at the east window, watching the mists with a spyglass, whimpering like a child. But to admit that it's real would mean admitting the Camelosians are right, and he'd rather die than do that.
Have you seen the weirdness yourself?
Last week, it took the old mill at the edge of town, turned it inside out. Stones became light as paper. Water flowed upward. Whatever you decide to do, don't linger too long. Some ends come whether we're ready or not. I've packed my things. Soon I will leave, with or without him. I fulfilled my promise for long enough.
I could try to convince him to leave with you.
And why would I want to leave with him? I think I've carried this burden for long enough.
Yes, you should just leave him to his fate.
Perhaps you're right. 30 years is long enough to wait for a man to find his conscience. The Langford line ends with him, one way or another. Listen, in the library, behind the portrait of the First Lady Langford, there's a hidden compartment. Inside is the true family ledger. Not the lies he tells, but the real history of this place. Sir Senric wanted it preserved. If you could take it somewhere, at least some truth would survive. The Langfords weren't always what he turned them into.
Why don't we go check that out? I'm actually thinking about killing him. I think that would be the best outcome. We'll see, though. Let's see.
Just passing.
What's this? A letter from Lord Sandrick to Lady Aislinn Langford. My dearest Aislinn, I write this in the late hours while our son sleeps off another night of excess. I fear we failed him, though not in the way he believed. We gave him everything except the ability to face his own failings. The mine disaster was entirely his doing. Gambling debts pushed him to desperate measures, while, despite all the warning, 27 souls lost because he wouldn't listen. Yet, I cannot bring myself to expose him publicly. He is still our son, and the Langford name already bears enough shame. I will pay the reparations quietly, although they will cost us everything. I worry what will become of him when we are gone, but all we can do is hope for the best. Right, my love? May the spirits forgive me for protecting him from consequences that might have forged a stronger man. With heavy heart, Senrek.
You startled me. Back so soon? Found nothing worth stealing upstairs, I take it.
Well, I spoke with your servant.
That old crow. Don't believe a word she says. Been adult for years. Probably told you I'm some kind of monster, did she? Always had a talent for dramatic tales.
Your servant's leaving soon, and you'll truly be alone.
Leaving? She wouldn't dare. She has nowhere else to go.
Strength, perception, spirituality. I found this letter in your family ledger. Perhaps you should read it yourself.
This can't be. My father would never... He knew. They both knew. About the mine, about everything. And still he paid my debts. Still he protected me. Even as he wrote these words. 27 souls. He wrote the names in the ledger. Every single one. I never read it. Never wanted to see. Very well. Perhaps a temporary relocation is in order. Thank you, stranger. You've shown me a truth I've been hiding from for too long. I owe you for that. I need to find my servant. To apologize. 30 years of loyalty deserves better than what I've given. Here, take this. It's a Langford family ring. Not worth much now. But it once opened doors throughout this island. Perhaps it still might, in the right places.
Whoa, what was that now? Reduce stamina cost by 20%? That's insane, bro. Oh shit, I thought that was a monster. I was like, what is that? Nice. That's a pretty damn good ring. Alright.
She's gone. She left. I couldn't even apologize. 30 years of patience, and I was still too late. Perhaps I deserve this. To face my new beginning alone.
She saved you. She pointed me to the ledger.
After everything I put her through, even at the end she tried to help me. I have a great deal to make up for. Perhaps starting a new life is the first step. And maybe we'll meet again someday. Thank you for doing all this for me. I'll never forget you.
Alright. Guess you'll survive yet. Little kind of upsetting. What a story that is. Holy cow, bro. Oh, man. This place is really big, bro. It's actually unfortunate, but I had a short time today. I actually have to head out here. Yeah, I spent way too long on Gray Zone. I was gonna give this game a lot more time tonight, but I spent almost like 40 minutes cleaning up my inventory in Gray Zone. It was a mess, bro. And I'm kind of like OCD, so I had to fix it. And then I spent like another 20 minutes trying to make a gun work. What a shame. But I'll be back tomorrow. We'll play some more Tainted Grail, and I actually have a little extra time as well, so maybe a little bit Elden Ring, I'm not sure. I think Elden Ring is the kind of game you wait for a few updates to play. It is cool, but some of the systems are a little bare bones, and I think it needs a lot of improvement. It's super fun, don't get me wrong, but is it fun enough to make another video on the channel? I'm not sure. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. We'll see. Is there anything coming out? Oh yeah, Dagger Directive comes out. I'm actually pretty interested in that game. Maybe it'll be good. Let's see. Rune Factory looks pretty cool. That comes out in a couple days. I don't know if I'll play Rune Factory or not. I might play it because there's not a whole lot else coming out. Deltarune, not really into that. What else? I mean, the Mind's Eye and Dune Awakening are the next big releases. I don't know. Do I play Mind's Eye, Dune Awakening, or Stellar Blade? They all come out in literally the same day. It's kind of a hard choice. I'm for sure playing FBC Firebreak, though. I'm very interested in that game. I love Control, bro. So I have to play it. Yeah, that's just about everything coming out. The next major release I'm interested in is System Shock 2 25th Anniversary Remaster. I'm going to play that on the channel 100%. I adore System Shock. What a great game. Maybe I'll play a little bit of Warhammer Darktide. A new class comes out. Should be pretty fun. Nivalis looks pretty cool. That comes out a little bit later this year. Everything else doesn't have a date. So those are the big releases. I'm definitely going to play Stellar Blade, though. I'm very interested in that game. I never had a chance to play it. Either way, I'm out. Have a good night.